Hi guys, today I'm going to tell you how to knead the flour. This is one of the basic things that you would want to learn before you start cooking. So let's start. I would suggest you take a vessel with a surface which is quite good, unlike in many videos where I've seen people doing it in glassware or any microwave safe or something of that sort, wherein you have a lesser surface. The reason why, the logic why I'm saying that you have to use a vessel with a bigger surface is because it will be easier for you to knead and you would get more space to beat the dough and to knead it well. So I would suggest that you take a vessel, something like that initially, and later on when you're an expert you can switch to any vessel that you would want. Take the required flour in the vessel and take the water. I would suggest initially when you're starting to do that, take water which is of a less quantity, so that accidentally, even if you want to pour the water, it would not be of a much greater quantity. It will be a little less and you would not make your dough too loose. So let's start. So this is my dough and this is the water that I've taken. Again, I'll tell you, you take a smaller bottle with less water and not so much of water. Now gradually you take the water and start kneading the flour. You do not have to put a lot of water initially. Just put a little one and mix the water with the flour gradually with your hands. As you can see, I am putting a little quantity of water and then again mixing it with the flour till the time the flour becomes of a breadcrumb consistency. So I'll show you how to do that. After a certain time, try applying a little more pressure so that you try to make lumps in the flour. Another tip that I would want to give you is always either put a newspaper under the vessel that you are using when you are kneading the dough, or a cloth like I've used. There are two reasons behind it. One is that the vessel or the utensil, whatever you're taking, would not slip and be very slippery. It would stay at one place. And the other reason is probably, even if you the dough comes out of the vessel, you would not dirty the place. It will be clean, neat and clean after you're done with this task. So you see, now I have covered almost all the dough. It is always a good idea to knead and to keep on adding water side by side. Do not, in case you have kneaded the dough once and you know as in what quantity it would take, and you suppose you feel that it's half a liter of water which was required for this much of flour, and then you altogether put that half a liter of quantity at one go, it will spoil the dough. It will not give you the required consistency. So you see, now hardly I'm left with any dry flour. It's all been converted into the dough. The color of the dough might appear to be a little different from your usual dough that you take from the market, because the dough that we'll be taking would be only the wheat dough. I am using a multi-grain flour So hence the color is a little darker with probably 4 or 5 things added to the wheat. But that would not make a difference. The method would remain the same. The more you knead the flour, the more gluten is created, which would help you make softer chapatis. And my grandmom used to say, the better you knead the dough, the more digestive it gets. So you see, I have converted the entire flour into a ball of dough, but then as you can see, it's a little hard. I have to apply a lot of pressure. So now I'll add water. This also has to be done very gradually. Don't do it hastily. You have to do it with a lot of patience, at least initially when you're learning to knead the dough. And once you know the basic of kneading the dough, you can use this technique in kneading all sorts of dough, be it for your misi roti or your stuffed parathas or your naan or anything. There are some people who at this stage would put some water on it and keep it aside. This is only done so that they can save some time of theirs, so that they do not have to knead more. However, I would suggest that you do the entire thing at one go, because it will also give you a smooth result. And as I said, a more digestive and a more glutenized dough. Initially, guys, I think that when you're trying to make chapatis, you'll not be able to do it with a very loose dough. So I would suggest you keep it a little medium, not too hard, not too loose, so that when you're rolling it, the chapatis, it would not be a great difficulty for you. If you want, you can even use both your hands. After I've done it, I'll show you a close-up of the dough so that you know that it is a smooth one. With practice, you would know as in how much flour you need to knead at one go. It is always advisable to knead the flour daily, on a daily basis, and not stack too much of it in the refrigerator, because the taste is not the same if you have used a kept one. So based on the members in your family, you can knead the flour. I am kneading this flour for 1 day for a family of 4. So it's approximately, say, about 3 or 4 bowls. I measure it with a bowl. You can use any measuring vessel if you wish. And believe me, people who have been doing it and are in practice would feel that it's just the easiest task of the day. Wherein people who have just started cooking and who do not know how to do it, this video I'm sure would help them a lot. When you're kneading the dough, guys, you can also take out all your frustration for the day if you want to, beating it and hitting it. For some, it's a therapeutic exercise as well. Beat it as much as you want. Please let me know, guys, if you want to get some more videos on some basic cooking. I'll very gladly do it for you. And you can also subscribe to my channel. This would help me get the encouragement, and I would know as in what all, with your comments I would get to know what all videos I need to really upload, which would be helpful, guys. You do not need to go to any cooking classes to learn cooking. I'm sure with the videos that I upload, you can become experts by just watching the videos. So guys, here's the dough. You can transfer it to any utensil or vessel which would be convenient for you to be kept in the refrigerator, and see how smooth is it. The texture is very smooth. I'll show you the close-up as well. So you can see the close-up. It has a very smooth texture, and with this dough you're going to make very smooth and soft and good chapatis, and I'm sure everybody is going to appreciate you when you're going to make chapatis out of this dough. Thank you, guys. I hope you liked the video, and please share your feedback and write your comments, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.